Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's I Hidden Flame. Welcome back. Talking to him. Let's be off it. Aretha. No. This is what I hate about trying to play across the room. I can't see. Does that say Aretha? Aria is home to the High Crucible. Oh, excuse me. The High Crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our waning scales. It seems as a good place of any to begin our investigation. Don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nunadin, the chief alchemist there, and on our last visit, and he should be happy to answer our questions. Okay, fine. Escort missions! I hate these things, I really do. Oh. The Aether is still disabled? Gee whiz. It's like freaking, Yulmore. Okay, it's Artha. If you guys hear this, it's because I have a coffee cup right there on my table next to my mouse. Sorry. Ah, I remember those red eyes. You were with the Scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubled times? We are assisting the satrap. You gotta roll your R on that one. Satrap. In investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch any sightings of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed out and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly I heard panic screaming and coming from the direction of Balashahan, the Brazier. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled them skyward. So the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. Thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. To the mall! I can't get comfortable in my chair anymore. It's annoying. Discuss the textile stalls. Okay. So this is the Varian weaves. I must say it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabric of Chorus. Small wonder, really, given that It's just across the water. With that much, not that much of an expert in Corvus culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlian, as I like not, like as not, I will never reside there again. That said, in the recent days, I've felt more accurately aware of my heritage, and grateful for it. And the thanks to my forebears, I inherited the royal eye, and with it, the wisdom of the ancient Alec. I hope my countrymen are safe. And one day, when the calamity is but a memory, I would like to see Corvus again, if only once. Forgive me, but my shop is closed until further notice. Needless to say, we're more pressing concerns these days. We've come not to search you for wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Do you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place, they did. While I was going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better luck asking there. Thank you. Gotta make a U-turn. Is something the matter, traveler? If you are lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. Might you know of anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged the bazaar? Aye, saw it all. Though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. I turned around and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave. And then it was gone, as quickly as it came. Sisters have mercy. Why is this happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Got the moon. Settle down, friend. The danger is past. At least for now. It is not too painful to remember. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First, I heard screaming. Then a horde of raving beasts came. Then a horde of raving beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a myriad, throwing people around like a rag dolls. And it was eating them. I hid under the counter, saw the others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder. More voices in the throng. Beasts or victims, couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening, and still don't. That is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. The High Crucible too. He has survived, mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones, and the rest your body and mind while you are able. I suspect that this is the most we can expect from the people to tell us. I think our best we find a place outside of the brazier so we might rest and review our findings. Gratia. Judging by their accounts, transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. Tore through the west side of the bazaar, headed towards the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy must have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in the mezzanine, or Mayheim, can surely tell us more. Which is over here. The hell? Okay. Oh, do I have this one? I do not. Going after that enormous beast, are you? Actually, it's already dead. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. It started over there by the window. A few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands. Black mist was swirling around him. Then his whole body burst apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, with gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends started shrieking, and then the black mist comes again, and then the change takes them too. Stuff out of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? No. I am a decorator by trade. Not much cause to mingle with their sorts. So Mahel, the barmaid, chatting with them, though. She might know something. Barmaid! Barmaid! Hi. Oh, pardon me. I was just... anyway, take a seat wherever you like. We're open for business, as per usual. That's who I need to talk to. Oh. Okay. Even after repairing all that damage, it'll take a while for business to pick back up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it anyway. I saw it too. We all did. It was standing here in the... We're standing here at the counter. As Mehride poured me a drink, and then suddenly it came... And there came this dreadful sound, like a pained, angry groan. It was unlike anything I ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from the enormous black mist, rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened, to recall it sent shivers down my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Meride, myself, and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? Certain of it. The window offered here a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Yeah. Always go to the end. That's where you'll find all that good shit. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Meres, whatever the hell this place is called. We have not come for libations, but rather information. You are Mihil, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy that the satraps, on the satraps' behalf. We hear you are we hear that it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzahal, that's a name I remember. Was his name? He ran his own consortium. Oh. No, not Kalzahal. Dealing primarily in the exports of the Tharvi. Oh no. Where have I heard that name before? It's through him we met Matsia. Yes, the name rings a bell. Didn't you meet them both on your first visit to Thanavar? If I recall correctly, Kalzal ran the trading operation in Yelmald, and it was there that you made Matsia's acquaintance. Yes, it's the same Kalzal, no doubt. Rather successfully man, from what I gather. That said, it was clear that he had fallen on the hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere could not have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems everywhere. The market for luxuries is sure not what he once was. Trying times for the head of the trading consortium, indeed. Kazal was a compassionate man. Even as his business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, it was the very topic of yesterday's meeting. As far as I could hear, yet as they discussed the matters further, Kazal's tone grew grave and grim. And that was when that... Forgive me. I would not have you recall the memory, if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kalzal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing comes to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Kalzal lived for his work and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best. But they, too, are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors knew something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it will help. What do you say? Worth a shot. I look like a freaking dominatrix now that I think about it. Kazal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kazal lived there since childhood, as we know, throughout the neighborhood, and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write you down some directions. I cannot promise you that you will find what you seek, but if nothing else, it's a start. Come. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah. Crap. Where are we going? Let's see, after leaving the Mayhem, which retrace our steps and head backwards toward the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay, cool. Where to next? Ascend the stairs. Now where? This must be Yuji. In this case, we should take the path leading southeast. This way, I guess. Get this one? I did. Okay. Oop. Went the wrong way. I went southwest, not southeast. I'm terrible at the directions. Where to? If we keep going this way, we should arrive in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite an adventure, is it not? We can only hope we can explore Razathan at our leisure once this crisis has passed. Really? Put myself on auto run and that's what I get? And this must be Kama. We've arrived at last. Let us begin questioning the residents without delay. Doubt someone here can tell us more about Kazal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. Oh, might as well get the aetherite while I'm here. Okay. Looking for doors to knock, I'm sure. Oh no. Let's walk inside. Also, you say, yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there ever was a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He spent his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easy as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open, looked outside to see Zal sitting on a bench. His head hung low, the man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see, the situation was quite dear indeed. Did you have anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of, other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Calzal, cordial and honest, like always. These questions you're asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in the terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughter told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about these bazaar going-ons. Rest assured the city is safe. The situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and perhaps take refuge should the satrap order it. Okay. Oh, okay, there's only 2 homes, huh? Can we have a voice cutscene so I can, stop talking? Huh. Could you come back another time? I just woke up and I'm not really in the idle mood for chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid panic, I suppose. Pardon the intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Vanvar. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask you a question or two. Do you know a local merchant named Calzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Calzal, hi. No, for a fact. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed though he'd managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from Ruvan Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. Haven't spoke to him since. I haven't spoken to him since, but I assume all is well. Oh, god dang it. Hang on. There we go. As I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Danja Haba. Sounds promising. I have no idea if I probably butchered that name. Never been able to pronounce most Indian names. Like Amagia, and all that. Why must everybody have glowy stuff? If I'm not mistaken, these stairs lead to Dharma. Oh, wait. We're gonna go meet someone. One of the guys. It is quite a sight, the red sky above. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics ran amok. That was my assumption when I saw Aramat. Perhaps the ancients believed the same. And the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame and turns ordinary men into beasts? No, why are you asking me? This is why we need everything to be voiced. You're really asking the wrong person the wrong questions. They're farming silkworms. This must be the fibers, where we should find Janaba. Okay, cool. How do we get down? Over here. And hurry, I said. There's no time to waste. Pardon me? Are you in charge of buying and selling here? Yes? We have a food question we'd like to... I'm sorry, I don't simply have time to chat. If you hadn't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry out all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done? Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others where to put. And you can carry our fabrics. Go through there, speak to Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, those textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. Hey, Kamala. Serious employees only. Out. Kind of an employee at the moment. Let's this? You've come to help? Oh, praise Peta Mindovra. Kind stranger, I ask your assistance. Only on your way here. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses, yes? Gosh dang it. I'd like you to carry a small crate to Nabral by the storehouse near the hatchery. The crate is clothing for Mahana. I should just stop trying. And that massive crate there goes to Samaria by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are the crates. Wait. Those are all the crates. Once they have been delivered, consider your work complete. Limited time. Crap. Good. It is? Okay, cool. Is this that big box that I saw? No, that's the big box. If you've any crates finished products such as carpets, clothing, and spray, bring them to the primary warehouse. Crate of clothing, is it? I can take them off your hands. Thanks for the delivery. Seriously? You couldn't just... Whatever. I say, you're quite the brawler. The brawny one, aren't you? Good thing that never know when you'll find yourself in these unpredictable times. The crate full of fabrics it is. Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, I'll put them away. You carried all the crates since... It was like 5 feet, dude. Seriously? I've never seen anyone move so strong. I am my associates. We'll see to the rest. Please return. Tell them the work is done. Tell you the truth, we are grateful for the distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late. But generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. Pray we meet again in more peaceful times. Now I pray that to go do Gerhaya's job. I am getting tired. Done as I asked, have you? Have Kamala satisfied with your work? So am I. You have done a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we will not lose any more of those fiends. Take it your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day. But those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies, confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it all, the hideous creature burst through the door, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of our colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony and terror. And for the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. So, it's fear? I'm sorry. There's something you wanted to ask? Indeed. You know the merchant Calzal? Did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. I know him well. We arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics. But in the end, we received a better offer and had to turn him down. Ooh. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission. And we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he discussed it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Venice Body, yes? Soldiers and jungler dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after another? It would seem that the phenomenon occurred there. Those poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Calzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could it be that such intense emotions were to trigger this transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Okay, guys. I don't know. It's probably going to be a smaller video. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I have something stuck in my throat. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you. Have a good day.